I got my first piece of silver for the year. I was just out and I just down a little bit and dug a few pieces of clad, but it's gonna be a war nickel. It's like 1945. It was a deep scratchy signal. You can see the P over the dome there. So hey, we'll take that for the first silver of the year. Oh, looks like 1895. Kind of hard to see my screen, bit sunny, but hey, we'll take that. All right, first Indian of the year. Well, here's something else a little interesting. That was the hole where the lock came out of. After I pulled this lock out, there were 2 zinc pennies in there. But also, thought it was a token, but I think it's some kind of a foreign coin. Have to see if I can look that up. Yeah, it definitely looks foreign. I don't know as far as a date. Yeah, I had to do a little research, but that was all in one hole. All right, still on this side. Just got a really cool find. Gonna be a silver ring. Way it rang up. Oh, that's like that's an old one too, I believe. Very nice old silver ring. I wonder if that's a diamond. But I just found this. It's pretty cool. Looks like an old watch fob. And it's got the number 57 on it. Looks like there was something else that attached to it there. But pretty cool relic. My first good signal that was screaming at me. I knew it was going to be silver, and I ended up with a Washington quarter myself. Let's see, gonna have a date of 1941. So that's cool. We both got some silver today. Just flipped the plug. Look what I see sticking out. That looks like a silver ring. Check that out. Oh, definitely. Nice. That's definitely a silver ring. I'm sorry for the jumpy camera and trying to clean this out, but all right, we'll clean that up, show you on the wrap up. I just got my change from buying myself an iced coffee, and I got a buffalo nickel in my change. So how's that? Don't know if I'll get a date on it or not, but it still happens once in a while. All right, I was chasing a rather choppy signal. I'm so glad that I went after this. That is some kind of a tag, but it says Reunion, United Confederate Veterans, Louisville, 1900. Looks like a 6 or a 5. I'll get it cleaned up a little bit better, but that is a really cool find. Boy, I'm not even... Sorry about the traffic noise. Yeah, it looks like 05 maybe. I don't know if there's anything on the back. I'll get the back cleaned up. This was in the hole with it. I think it's just a rivet or something, or a grommet of some kind, but real happy with that. That is awesome. My very first signal. I got silver in the hole, and it looks, oh, it's an SLQ, man. Look at that. It's got a date on it too, I think 1918. All right, turns out it's actually a gold ring. It's small, but I might not be able to do this out in the field, but maybe you can see inside there, there's some marks. I got 14K, you might be able to see it. So that's awesome, silver and gold, baby. But I just kind of making my way back to the car and got an interesting relic here. This is another type of metal of some sorts there. I can't see much. I can see on the top it says Washington and April 1922. So that's right in line with some of the coins that I've been finding here. I'm not sure. Is that, say, maybe on the right side there, ophthalmology? I don't know. But it's some kind of neat metal. I don't know. I'll get it cleaned up. And it looks like I should be able to make out the writing on there and see if I can maybe research it, see what it is. But, all right, we'll see you on the wrap. Okay, just found the silver dime over there. Came back up through. I was getting a real choppy signal, and I wasn't sure if I was even going to dig it. But I'm glad I stayed with it, because looks like I got a nice old V nickel. See the date right there, 1892. So I've been going through here. I got some modern change. I got one wheat penny, but just got onto another signal, and that's when I flip the plug, that's what I see. So got another mercury dime. So that's kind of awesome. There's a lot of junk in here. Wow, 1917. Do not see a mint mark, but we'll get it cleaned up. Show you that when we get home. But all right, 2 silver dimes today, both Mercs, handful of wheat pennies, and that 1800s V nickel. So not too bad. I just got my first coin. Gonna be a beautiful shape Indian, nice and green. See if I can get it in the sunlight here for you, but it's in gorgeous shape. Looks to be, oh, we got a date here. Let's see, 18. Well, it's hard for me to see it in the sunlight, but oh, it's down here. There we go. That might be better. 1866. Beautiful. All right, guys, still going along in this field. I know this field has been hunted, but I just popped another Indian out, and this one, a little bit older than the last one. It's going to be an 1860. So, as I always say, no place is ever hunted out. All right, guys, been a little while. Ended up finding a very small cuff button over here, but got my first coin. Looks like a big coin too. Large copper at the bottom of the hole. Boy, I don't even know what it is. Oh, it's a largie. There's the 1 cent. Let's see if we can get a date off of it. Oh, let me clean this up a little bit. Nice, 1827. Beautiful. Not in too bad a shape either. All right, that's what I was hoping for from this field. Trying to find places to go because of this virus thing going around, but I don't have a lot of time. It's going to get dark soon, but first signal that I got at this place that I'm at, just an abandoned house site, I got permission on. It's going to be a little crotal bell, so hopefully there's more. Not bad though. All right, we'll see you on the next. Well, I just got the crotal bell down here, and looks like it's going to be a good site. This was really deep. That's a 2 cent piece. So you can see the shield there. I have to get that cleaned up. That's my second one ever. That is awesome. Let me see if I can get a date off of it. Sorry about the traffic noise. 1864. Awesome. I got a choppy signal, and at least we got another artifact here. It's going to be a button. Some wording on it there. Not sure how old this one's going to be. Looks like, see if I can get some of the wording. Imperial something or another. So this is probably those buttons that fall somewhere around like the 1820s to 1840s. So not bad. At least we're finding something. All right, still going. Popped a lot more clad out, but I just got this signal. It's almost dark. Gonna be an Indian. Looks like an older one too. 1869. Nice old one. So All right, that wasn't really that deep, and me and Chris have both been covering this back and forth, just hammering on it. So this is an area that we already went over. As a matter of fact, I found that old Indian penny right over in here somewhere, but I just hit a weird signal, and I don't know if you can see, the sun is out. It's hard for me to tell, but I just hit an awesome coin spill, and he's gonna kill me. But check this out. This is everything that came out of the hole. There's a Merc, 1945 Merc, a wheat penny, 44 wheat, an SLQ. I can tell it's an SLQ. I don't want to really see if I can pop it. Don't see a date on it, but that's my second SLQ this year. Kind of worn. A Buffalo. And don't know if I'm going to get a date yet. I'll have to clean this all up. And a war nickel. I mean, I can't believe this. That is the best spill I've ever had. 1945. Let's see if we get a date or a mint mark. Looks like I think a P. Sorry about the camera there, but look at this. 2, 3, 4, 5 coins in one hole, 2 silvers, 3 silvers with the war nickel, and a Buffalo. I just rechecked all the hole. I don't see anything else, but that is amazing. All right, only good target so far worth looking at. I've been here for a little while, probably about an hour. Not much in the back at all, but I did just pluck an Indian out. And this will be about the 4th coin that I found. The other ones were wheat pennies, but looks like 1880 or 1886, 1880. So not bad. All right, back again. Isn't always the case when you're getting ready to leave, you start finding stuff. Indian penny was over there by the tree. Found a wheatie on the way back here and got a good signal. It turns out to be a little crotal bell. All right, we'll get back to you. All right, just dug that silver dime over there and got a weird signal, but this is the first good-sized piece of one of these I've ever gotten. It's a pewter spoon with part of the handle still on it. Here, let me see if I can, which is closer to the age of, the earlier age of the house. It's the stuff I'm looking for. I'm missing a little bit of the top there, but pretty cool find. All right, been a little bit, still slowly walking up through these trees. I still have this side to do slowly, but looks like I got another silver. Not sure what this is. Not too deep. I'm probably thinking it might be another rosy. Let's see. Well, I think it's going to be a Merc. Hold on a second. Yep. Be a mercury dime. Looks like, well, looks like I can't get a date until I wipe that off. I don't know, can you see it? Looks like 37. Did get a choppy signal and just ended up with a wheat penny. I'm sorry, an Indian penny. I cleaned it off already. I couldn't see it. I had to get the brush on it. But it's going to be 1903. So that's like 3, I think. 3 Indians that came out of here. Sorry about that. Not bad. We'll take it. But all right, now things are starting to pick up. Just dug that Indian right over there and popped a real good signal. I must have just missed this before. It's going to be another silver dime. It's going to be a Merc. $1936 it looks like. All right, that's what we want to see. All right, picked up some more wheat pennies, but I just got a choppy nickel signal, and I'm glad I dug it because I almost left it go because it didn't sound that great. but it's gonna be a V nickel in not too bad a shape. Looks like 1911. Let's see. All right, we'll take that. Let me see if I can rub it on my pants here. If we get anything off the front. Yeah, you can see the V there. Don't know if I did that or if it got hit. I was on the side of it. Yeah, I did that. Just kissed it. Dang it. Oh well. But all right, we'll take that. Nice old coin. All right. Still going. Nickel was over there by that carved tree stump. Got a signal I thought was going to be another Wheatie, but got another mercury dime. This one looks a little older. Looks like 19, I don't know, 17, 18. Looks like 18. But all right, 4 silvers from the yard. Okay, just found that button over there. Came over here and had to dig for it a little bit, but I just found a looks like a collar pin for a U.S. military uniform. Even found the backing for it. It's kind of falling apart on the back, but there probably would have been 2 pins sticking out, and this was the collar disc for probably a World War II uniform, I would imagine. A lot of these people in these small mining towns went to World War II. I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be. But a little something different. That's what we like. I had found some wheat pennies in here. Nothing really special. And I figured I'd come finish up and see what was what. But by this tree, I must have dug about, I don't know, 5 or 6 wheat pennies. And first good find, which the wheat pennies are good, but oops, sorry about that. Did find a buffalo, and I don't know if I'm going to get a date on it. And it wasn't even ringing up like a nickel. It was kind of giving me like high and low tones, and there's a lot of ash and stuff in here. I had a jumpy signal, and I'm going to continue with the military stuff. It's going to be an eagle button. I don't know how old it is. It probably is World War II. But I'm not sure. I'm going to see if I can clean this up enough at home to get some of the back marks off of it. And maybe look it up. I mean, I don't think it would be Civil War era. I don't think, but hey, you never know. But cool military coat button there, an eagle button. So, all right. Like a bottle cap. Got a choppy signal. And I got my first piece of silver out of the yard, and I think it is a mercury dime. Yep, that's what it is. See if we get a year there. 1941. Not bad. Any hunt that includes silver, good hunt. I'm already getting a lot of iron, but I got a signal that was really close to the surface, and I don't know why it's so close, but got my first silver, and it's going to be another SLQ. I've been killing SLQs this year. It's about my 4th one, I think. Doesn't seem to be a date, but so there could be some stuff back here, but it's going to be hard picking. There is a lot of iron. So I got a cool little relic here. I've never dug one of these with the heart in it. It's like a lady's shoe plate, a heel plate for a shoe. A little damaged over here, but it was down there too. It was down there pretty deep. But again, going more towards the period of the beginning of the house. So that's a pretty neat relic. I found heel plates before, but never with that heart shaped in them. I've seen them. Other people find them, but that'd be the first one I ever found. But I got a strange signal. It was bouncing between low and high, and I almost didn't dig it, but I'm so glad I did. This is a shield nickel. Now, it's not so obvious from this side, and I don't know if I'm going to get a date off of it. However, you can clearly see the 5 cents there. So that is an old coin. Just doing some looking along these rocks here, and I just came up on a nice point. It's a Susquehanna Broad Point sitting there. Nice. That's exactly how I say it. I haven't moved it yet, but looks like just a little nick off the ding there, a little ding off of that shoulder, but beautiful example of a Susquehanna Broad Point. So this is an area where I found points before, so I already know that this area could be holding anything. I dug one zinc penny, and now I just got a flat button. So I love it when they say you're not going to find anything because it's been hunted before. You know how that goes. Looks like an earlier one. I don't know if there's any writing on it. I'll have to clean that up, but all right. Hopefully the side's the same way, but I just come across this thing. It looks like some kind of an old emblem or something. I have no idea, but it's got some design on it there. The back is flat, so I don't know if this would have been, you know, on something as like some kind of an emblem or a decoration, but it's pretty neat. I like it. All right, I've been walking around a little bit and haven't been getting much. A couple of wheat pennies, but I did get my first piece of silver up by the house, and it's going to be a mercury dime. It's almost dark, so I hate to be rubbing on it, but let's see what the date is there. 1943, pretty common one, but all right, we'll take it. Been going around a little bit, just seeing if I missed anything, and I just dug this, plain as day. It's going to be an Indian, and let's see the 1 cent there. It's getting close to dark too, but looks like 1908. I thought they, oh yeah, they did run up to 1909. So, all right, happy to have that. Nice older coin. But boy, I'll tell you, that signal was crisp and plain as day, and not too deep, which just again goes to show you no place is ever hunted out, even if you're doing it yourself. I'm at a place a little bit up in the country now, and my very first dig signal, the first signal I dug, I don't know if you could see it, that's silver in the hole. Got a silver Washington quarter. How is that? 1964, just made it. It's a baby, but we'll definitely take that. All right, been a few minutes since the silver quarter. Been a little bit hard going since my pinpointer died. But did get a heartbreaker here. Look at that skeleton key. Top is busted off, but most of it's there. But hey, it's an artifact. We'll take it. Looks like it was busted. I didn't do that anyway, so. All right, we're going to keep going. While I was there, right before dark, I talked to the neighbor and got permission to come across the street. And I'm doing this big backyard here. The front of it was very small and nothing but trash. But my very first signal that I dug in the backyard, and I got a war nickel. Check that out. You see the P on the top? Not sure about a date. Well, we'll get that later when we clean it up, but I just had a signal, and not too deep. I pulled out 2 coins, and one is silver. I think the other is going to be a wheat penny, but that's a mercury dime. Oh yeah, definitely. Pretty worn. Can't tell the date right off. I don't know if that's 1918. I don't know. I'll get it cleaned up. And this one looks like it was clipped, but pretty sure that's a wheatie. All right, this is turning out to be kind of interesting. Not too far, right over in there, I got the spoon. Then I picked up another signal, and it was a pretty toasted wheat penny. And now I just got a perfect pure nickel signal, and it's going to be a buffalo. See the Indian there. Again, not sure of the date, if there is one. But you can see the Indian there. And there's the buffalo. We'll get it cleaned up. See if we can get a year on it. But, all right, now it's getting interesting up here because there's really nothing back here. There's no, you know, the house is way over there. So, all right, still on my way out. Can't really tell, but it is getting pretty dark now. Got a screaming signal. And I got silver down there. You can see it's going to be a Merc. And this thing was screaming at me. Looks like 1923 maybe. But all right, we'll take that. This one didn't sound good at all, but I could see a silver dime down in there. And it's probably going to be another Merc, but I don't care. Let's see here. See if we can get a squirt it. Give it a little squirt. Oh, you know what? I think it's going to be a Rosie. But I don't care. Certainly is. Well, we're going to rub that. What's that? 53? Oop. I think so. Yep, 1953. If I can hold on to it. Hey, we'll take it. Another silver from this yard, I think. All right, just pull that silver out right over there. And I got a screaming signal that I thought was going to be a coin, but this is a dandy button. I already cleaned it up. But there is a design on it. This could be old. It's got the shank. I brushed it off. I'll clean it up better when I get home, but got a little bit of a design. There's like a circle of dots or stars or something right in here. Boy, too bad that wasn't a GW on there, right? I just literally parked and the homeowner saw me, so he came out and we were talking for a few minutes. And right before he came out, this is as far as I got. I wanted to detect a little bit around this tree here. Right as he was coming out, I dug this signal. And very first signal, I got a silver dime in the hole. I didn't even look at it yet. Oh, it's seated, I think. Oh, nope, it's a barber. It's a barber. Looks like, I don't know if we can see that in the camera. I have a glare on me, so it's very hard to see. 1800s, but I mean, I can't believe that. Very, very first signal. There. All right, guys, been here for just a little while. I started by covering over here by this ditch, kind of coming back and forth. I picked up a ton of wheat pennies already, but I just found my first cool relic, and it's like dark, so I have to go, but looks like some kind of a medal, like a prize medal of some sort. I don't know what's on the back. Looks like it's just plated. But I'll get it cleaned up and show you in the wrap-up. But that's pretty cool. Sounded like it was going to be a quarter or a half. But I just flipped the plug. I didn't even touch it yet. There's a silver quarter, and I think it's going to be a barber quarter. You can see right here, there was the impression. But let's take a look. Yes, sir. That is a barber quarter all day long. Let's see if we can get a year. That makes me happy. So let's take a look. Looks like 1905. That is awesome. Anyway, just got this relic, and this is a first for me, so this is pretty awesome. This is a stirrup. I never found one of these, but would make sense. The lady told me that this was a working farm. They had chickens, cows, horses, you name it. It was all up here. There was outbuildings all over the place, so this is just the main farmhouse here, but that is awesome. I never found one of these before. Okay, I just found that war nickel, and I stuck the pin pointer back in, And I got another signal, and I thought it was this. This is a wire sticking out of the ground here. But down in this corner here, it turned out to be a coin spill. I got the silver war nickel. There was a buffalo nickel in with it. There's a wheat penny. Looks like, let's see, in the 50s, or 1950. And this one, which if I had just found, I would say it was a crusted zinc, but I believe that is a steel war penny. 1943, I guess they needed the copper for the copper and the brass for the war effort, and for 1 year they experimented, they made pennies out of steel. And if I had to guess, that's what this is, because it's really rusted and corroded up. And it was right in with all this. I mean, you got a war nickel and a buffalo and a wheat. That has to be a steel penny. So that was a cool 4 coin spill there. Pretty good signal here, which sounds like silver, and it's pretty tight, so we're gonna try it. Let me see if I can get you the right around 89, 90. Pretty tight. It's not there. It's right there. Let's see what we got. Sorry for the camera being all bouncy. I don't often do this, but I want to see if we can get away from the curse. If I can finally get a coin doing a live dig or what. Let's see. Like I said, that was ringing around 91 to 89. So let's try this out and see what we got. Okay, looks like I just missed it. Sorry about that. Gonna be right in here. I want to hit that. And let's see here. Again, apologize for the moving around. Oh, I see silver. Check that out. Looks like another quarter. Oh, it certainly is. And it is a very wiped SLQ. Check that out. And look at that, I gouged, I got it. Oops, oh well. But I don't think we're gonna get a date off of that. That front side is worn smooth. But finally broke the curse of the live dig. How's that? Yeah, she's really smooth there. Not much to see, but it's still silver. Alright guys, back again. Got another silver coin in the hole. I could see 1 dime on it. And it's probably, yep, it's going to be a Barber 1902. I got a tone that was, I thought was going to be deep iron. It was giving me real high numbers. And it sounded bigger. Maybe there's something else in the hole, but I did just get a silver out of the hole. It's going to be a Merc. Let's see here. We get a year off of it. On there. Gonna be, it's like 43, so that's a common one. Don't see a mint mark, but that makes silver number 5 for today. So I've been here all day anyway, about 5 hours, but was wondering when I was going to find one of these with all the horse tack around. Little crotal bell. Don't think it's terribly old as far as how old some of them could be, but nonetheless, nice little brass crotal bell. Have to clean that out, see if the little clapper thing is in there, a little dinger. But all right, another cool relic. All right, still at it. Kind of, like I said, covering a little different angles just to make sure I cover everything. But I did just get this. Gonna be another Indian. It's like 1907. Used to be an old house in this empty field right here, but like I said, I'm doing the curb strips. My very first target that I dug got a nice old flat button. Don't know if there's any design on it. Looks like I got it a little bit there, but and a nice shank on it and some writing. But I'll get that cleaned up and I'll show you on the wrap up. All right, back out up at this house that I started last night. Doesn't seem to be a lot here besides wheat pennies. I just dug up a token and I thought it was going to be an old token, but turns out to be just a Chuck E. Cheese token, which I guess you can call a bucket lister for me because I never found one. There we go, Chuck E. Cheese. But I picked up a ton of wheat pennies, no silver, not really any relics. And a lot of clad. Turned out to be a clad factory here, but all right, guys, still at it. Looks like I pulled my first silver out of this yard. See the edge of a silver dime down there. Let's flip that out. It'll be a mercury dime. Don't have to clean it too much. 1920. 1920. Very cool. Well, that turned out to be cool. I just covered up the hole from the silver dime, and I rescanned it, and there was still something in there. And it turns out to be another Merc. This one, 1941. So, ended up with a double mercury dime spill. There was also a wheat penny in here too, so I was wondering about this yard and when it was going to turn on. I just found those two mercury dimes together there a couple minutes ago, and now at the bottom of this hole, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a quarter. Oh no, it's a half. Oh, Walking Liberty half, baby. That is awesome. 1946. It was giving me a quarter signal. Dude, I can't believe that. That is awesome. It's been a long time since I dug a half. All right, we'll get that cleaned up, show you in the wrap up, but that is awesome. I'm happy now. So 3 silvers out of this yard within 10 minutes maybe. I've dug, like I said, a ton of wheat pennies. Oh my God, there's still something else in the hole. Uh-oh, let's see. Just using my fingers there. Is this it? Hold on a second. Let me get my little tool. I want to hit this. Whatever it might be. Oh, there's another silver. Oh, yes. Silver spill. There's a Washington. Sweet. 1952 Washington. So there was a Washington and a Walking Liberty half. Amazing. All right, now I'm really happy. Let's just double check again. Nah, I guess 2 is enough. All right, guys. That is cool. That is a good day. So 4 silvers out of this yard after digging nothing but wheat pennies. All right, been at it a little bit, and a couple more wheat pennies, but silver number 5 for this yard. Now, looks like it's going to be a Merc. Yep. 19, looks like 39. All right, guys, curse is broken. 6th silver of the day. Finally, it's going to be a Merc. 1941, I don't care. Yes, all right, I am really happy now. That's where it was, just laying right at the bottom of the plug there. But this makes the 6th silver for this yard, the 6th silver for the day, and my personal new best silver record. All right, guys, as you can see, I'm back, and that makes silver number 7. At first, I didn't think it was, but you can see it's a 1944 Washington. It's right up against this big tree stump here. So, not only beating the record, shattering it. That is number 7, personal best day ever as far as silver goes in one day. Silver number 8. Just popped another mercury dime. I know you're gonna yell at me for rubbing it off, but I don't have a lot of time now. It's actually gonna get dark. 1920 something. So officially makes it best silver day ever. That's number 8. And best yard, number 8. Never dug 8 silvers in one yard before. So, well, I'm not sure what this is. I thought it was a bottle cap, but it's actually a piece of sterling. Again, not sure. You can see some fancy on it there. Again, sorry about the traffic noise. But I'll get that home, get it cleaned up, see if it's something that's folded or if it's supposed to be that way. It looks like it could have been a little sterling jewelry of some type. Not sure. I got that dime right about where the coil is, and I've been just digging. I dug a couple of wheat pennies in here and a bunch of clad. But all right, see you on the next. Very low. So we wanted to take a look a little bit in some of the areas that are normally covered with water, but I came back up along this little stretch up in here because this has been an area where I've always found stuff, and just happened to be going along slow, and I did pick up my first point. It's going to be a little bird point. You can see it right there, and I haven't touched it yet. Let's zoom back out and see what we got here. Oh yeah, nice little bird point. Maybe a little bit of damage right there. I'm not sure if it's on that shoulder, but pretty much complete. All right, just in the next pass, I found that buckle, and I'm coming back up on my next pass. I had a little bit of a jumpy signal, but I'm trying to dig everything that sounds somewhat repeatable. This popped up, and at first I thought it was modern, but it's a war nickel. Going to be 1944, and the mint mark on the dome is P. So that's 35% silver. So got a war nickel out of here. I also, on the way up, I dug a wheat penny. I found like maybe 2 or 3 so far, but just dug that war nickel now. So, all right, been a few. I moved over onto the other side of the sidewalk now, and I'm just making my first couple of passes on this side. The dirt is a little bit darker, but I just made a pretty good find. At first, I thought I was going after deep iron, but this is a belt, like a belt buckle plate. You can see it's pretty old. It's all there. Got the hook right there, and there's nothing on the front of it. Boy, that'd have been really cool if it said US, right? But it was down there too. I mean, here's my pin pointer. Check that out. I mean, it's below the pin pointer, or the ground level there, so that was pretty deep. And the signal was giving me, I actually thought it was a $50 signal. But that's pretty cool. It was in the ground like this, and when I finally got a glimpse of it, I saw these two things, and at first, my mind first jumped to pewter, but then I just stopped. I got my little digging tool out, and I carefully dug around it, and good thing, because I didn't really damage it. Maybe a scratch or two right there, but not too bad. But it's a nice old solid brass belt plate. All right, that was a pretty cool find. So I'm gonna keep going. Got plenty of yard, and the dirt looks darker here, so that might be a good sign. So all right, we'll see you on the next. Well, how's that for some dumb luck? You can see my gear right there. I had a signal there, and it's almost out of the ground. I'm getting close to it. I don't know if you can tell, but right on the ground, right next to it, I just disturbed a yellow jacket nest in the ground. And it's funny because the last time I was out at that house that you're going to see in the next clips, I got stung by a bee on the hand, and it bothered me for like 3 days. It was itching like crazy. And now I've got a bunch of yellow jackets just came out of the ground. So I'm going to wait for these guys to calm down, try to get my signal out real quick and get away from this area. I actually had to drop my gear. They were swarming out. But my plug, or my hole, is right there, and right next to it is where they're coming out of. I don't know if you can see that. I'm sure you can see the little things buzzing around. But oh well, I guess it's a occupational hazard. We'll see what happens here. All right, see you on the next cool find. Found a part to an oil lamp. There's the wick adjuster. Wick would have went up through there. I don't know if it's, like an older 1800s. This might be a little bit later. Not sure. I'll have to get it cleaned up, see if there's a patent date on that wheel. But at least it's something. It's a relic. Brand new in the box. I'm really looking forward to trying some places that I've already been to. And forgive my camera work here. But trying some places that I've already been to see if this machine will lock onto a few things that I may have missed in the past with the Ace 400. So I got the simplex. Oh, here we go. Oh, it comes with a nice hat. A little simplex hat, that's cool. With the wireless headphones, which is a big plus because I'm always ripping my headphones off. And there's the control box, the shaft, coils in there, and I also went and bought the spare SP24 coil, which is going to be good for them iron infested places. So what do we got here? Nice. So there you have it. This is my new toy. This is the very first time that I have my new simplex out. And I came out to a field that I did, I don't know, maybe almost a year ago. There's a video of it where I found a large cent and some older Indian pennies here. Now this field has been hunted pretty hard, and that's why I wanted to come back here and kind of test out and see what this thing can do. Still learning, lots to learn, but I did find a flat button before, and now I just got an older spoon bowl. Looks like it's got a crease in there. I don't have a lot of time. It's going to get dark pretty soon. I've been out here about an hour, and I've been kind of digging just about any decent signal. Just trying to learn this machine. Okay, guys, still out here, and next good target. That'll be a flat button. Wasn't even giving me that great of a signal. I really got to play with this thing and get it figured out. But hey, it's the first time out, and we're finding stuff with it. I'm not sure if that's a tomback or not. I'll get it cleaned up. Part of the shank is still on there, but we'll get that cleaned up. Take a look at it when I clean everything up and do a wrap. Okay guys, that last clip there was the last of the hunts this season. It was the very last time I was out. Obviously not everything that I found is on this video, but you get the idea. Had a really decent year. Ended up with like about 49 silver coins, which is pretty much close to last year. But it was a good year overall. It's the beginning of March now. I made this video a little bit late. I wanted to put it out a little bit earlier, but got tied up. But hey, it was a long video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more hunts. They're going to be coming up soon. We're going to start this season very soon. So take care. Stay safe.